What's going on, guys? My name's Theoatrix, and today I'm presenting to you guys a way that you can make your main account or the main account that you play on way more efficient. By making a Slayer Combat alt account, you can really easily make money on the side while you train on your main account, and this will give you access to more expensive, faster training methods, or it can fuel bonds into your accounts to keep free membership. Before I explain the methods, using the Nightmare Zone with these 5 quests completed will definitely be the easiest way to train up your account to make this into an alt account. Getting access to the Nightmare Zone means you can AFK so easily on the side while you're training your combat up, and that means that you're not really losing any efficiency while you're not making money on that account. Now yes, the Slayer requirements of some of these accounts can be pretty daunting and high, especially for an alt account. With just these stats, it isn't going to take too much out of your time and is very worth it in the long run. Now let's get into the 6 accounts. First up, we have Rune Dragons, and obviously these are not a Slayer monster. Now Rune Dragons are a very common low-level money-making method because they have little to no requirements except for a decent attack, strength, and defense level. In saying that, Rune Dragons are very heavily botted, and there can be quite a few PKers there as well, but with the release of the Revenant Caves, there is way less PKers there, making this method a lot better than it used to be. After you do the Wilderness Elite Diaries, all of the Dragon Bones that you get in the Wilderness drop as noted Dragon Bones, and doing this at Rune Dragons makes it possible to earn up to 800k GP per hour, if not more. With the drop table rework, Kiosks have actually become a very profitable monster to kill, reaching upwards of 600k per hour if you use the Leaf-Bladed Battle Axe on Crush with pretty decent combat stats. These guys are very AFKable as well because they are aggressive and they don't hit that much. Using a Saradomin Godsword makes your trip pretty much endless, and you can sit there for hours and hours cashing it in. You can also safe spot these guys with ranged. That is a little less AFK since you aren't aggressive to them, but it is another option. Next, we have Skeletal Wyverns, and these guys are the most commonly camped monster in Runescape because they're very AFK, they drop a lot of profitable noted items, and they barely hit anything if you do them correctly. Most commonly, players camp them with ranged. With the Dragon Hunter crossbow, you can get up to 800k GP per hour, if not more if you're lucky. Since their drops are noted, it's possible to stay there forever as long as you have enough bolts with you. After you lose aggression from the Skeletal Wyverns, you can stand outside of the range of them and safe spot them without taking damage whatsoever. If you prefer to melee them, there are Wyvern running clans that can actually bring you supplies in exchange for drops. The main one out there is called Wyvern CC, and I've linked their official Reddit thread down below if you'd like to check that out. With level 75 Slayer, you get access to Gargoyles, and much like the Skeletal Wyverns, they are one of the most common alt accounts in Runescape because they're so AFK and self-sustainable through the use of Guthans, a Ring of Wealth, and Alchemy runes. The GP per hour for Gargoyles has always had a lot of debate, but thanks to the YouTuber Asuka Yen OSRS, which has done heaps of 25-hour videos, he worked out that the average GP per hour was 567k. While that GP per hour isn't quite as inviting, these guys are extremely AFK. Originally, Brutal Black Dragons were one of the best AFK and lowest requirement alt accounts you could make, but with the introduction of a level 77 Slayer requirement, it makes these guys a lot harder to reach in terms of starting from scratch on a new account. Brutal Black Dragons are located in the Catacombs of Kuren, and they are a very high level monster and they have super high defense as well, but their very lucrative drop table makes them really inviting, giving up to about 1.3 mil an hour. Originally, this place was loaded with bots, and there are still quite a few bots out there, but with the 77 Slayer requirement, Brutal Black Dragons are way more worth killing since there are less people fighting over all of the spots. Their drop table consists of really good alchables like Dragon Plate Legs, Dragon Longswords, and various rune items, and they also drop Dragon Dart Tips and Arrow Tips in quite big stacks. At the same time, since they're in the Catacombs of Kurend, you can receive Ancient Shards and Totem Pieces, which gives you access to Skatizo, which even more increases your GP per hour. The final method is Rune Dragons. Now this account, since it does require Dragon Slayer 2, this will take a very long time to make. In saying that, Rune Dragons barely need much attention at all, and due to the very high requirements, they aren't crowded whatsoever. On the release of Rune Dragons, they used to give about 1.5 mil an hour, which would be ridiculous for an alt account. But since they were semi-AFK and easy to kill, there was a slight nerf to their drop table, removing the superior dragon bones, and that dropped them down to more around 1 mil an hour. The main requirement here is 200 quest points, which is going to take a long time to get. But if you're the type of person that really likes questing, this account is for you. By creating a Rune Dragon ult, you're able to spend about 1 mil an hour on the main account that you play on, giving access to extremely fast skilling methods. Anyways guys, that's it for today's video. Keep your eyes peeled for a skilling alt accounts video down the track. But for now, if you have any suggestions or comments, I'd love to hear them down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed today's video, and as always guys, thank you so much for watching and have a nice day.